the game today. Obviously, you know, our guys are ready to get going.
As much challenges as you've had, as much success as you've had, do you relish this challenge to see how you really stack up against the team with the best record?
Yeah, I mean, every game recently, it seems like has been a bit of a grind. I remember at the beginning of the year, we were playing some teams that, probably wanted to move in the right direction with their record, and that brings out the best in them. And recently, it's been division games and battle games, and tonight's no different. So Boston's off to another strong start to the year as they had last year through the regular season, and that's what makes today's game an exciting game.
As the time has gone on without Fox, are you at all impressed or otherwise noted how the guys have reacted to it? Sometimes if things maybe go off the rails with one of your best players, they start to kind of fight for to be back. I imagine there hasn't been much to notice with how they handle it.
No, I mean, I'm not surprised. You're right. It can go. There's when adversity hits, there's always two roads you can go down. You can take this way or this way. Here, we haven't talked about the injuries. We haven't talked about this Herculean effort. The guys have really just focused on the game and how they have to go about their business, what it is that we have to do, what makes us successful. And I think our guys have done a really good job on that, just focusing on what we do have and what we need to do to be successful. And today is no different. So certainly we'd like to have those players back because they're important to our team, but that happens to all teams throughout the league, that at some point you get whacked with an injury, and sometimes they can be significant injuries, and you're going to have time without those players, and it's always good to see how your team responds, and I think we've handled it pretty well.
It's your first back-to-back. I'm curious to see how the guys hold up.
I wish that there was more of this where we're playing a team that did the exact same thing as us, and so there's no excuses today. And not that there ever is. You never get up here and somebody, wow, they play. It's not about that. But I do like it when everything is equal on the table, and where they did exactly what we did at the same time. Well, it's just two teams playing a hockey game today, so we've got to respond.
There's a lot of similarities defensively between the two teams, and as far as the penalty kill goes, you guys have been really successful the last 2 games, 11 for 11. Is there anything that you maybe want to take more risks on or less risks on, knowing that how strong Boston is defensively?
I don't think we want to play risky. I think that we can create plenty. I thought we had just a lot of good looks, and some of them didn't even convert to shots or chances, but we had opportunities and odd man rushes and chances to do the things that we want to do, and we did it without high risk. And so I think that can still be part of the game, and they're structured well defensively. They have been. They get good goaltending, and so I think we have to push offensively, but not at some price of risk.
You going with Quick today?
Yes.
Has he surprised you in any way? I mean, with the kind of numbers he's put up and the kind of start that he's had this season?
I think he's off to a really good start. His career has been unbelievable, and he's for me, he's come in here and he's done exactly what our team has needed him to do. And even with Chesty being out for a little bit, he stepped up and handled a lot. And even the Louis, who came up and gave us a big game as well. So there's been lots of I think people that have stepped up, but certainly he's had a great start to his season.
How far in advance do you plot out your goaltending?
This one was in the works. I wouldn't say that when I got hired, we started booking this, but things change all the time because of injury, right? So whatever might have been on the books, it might have changed a little bit, but once Chesty came back, this was a plan that was in place.
But in general, do you look like 2 weeks ahead and try and plot it out, or
yeah,
I react to circumstances?
Yeah, kind of what I said there. Forgive me for not being quick with the dates. If Chesty was out 14 days ago or 16 days ago, then that plan is no longer in place. And so once he came back and he started playing games, then we looked at where we were going through a stretch. This was obviously a busy time. We ended with 2 back-to-back 1 o'clock games. So we knew that this was a busy time. It always is around Thanksgiving. And so there was a plan in place, and we're following through with that plan. So we do look at it in advance, and then as always, things are subject to change.
I don't know if you were asked this already.
Last one?
The network caught your embrace with Jonathan after the Wednesday game in Pittsburgh, a nice little hug in the hallway. Is that something that was a first this year, or just a big, fired up moment after a win?
I think guys are just fired up. There's always, I think, when teams are playing well and guys are giving their all, and it could be anybody. It's just, it was a big win for us.